What if I told you that Victor Wembanyama has already changed the NBA forever? Now, I'm not just talking about how we've never seen a player at his height move so smoothly before, or the fact that he looks like something out of a movie. I'm going to break down Wemby's game, and then I'm going to let you know why he's causing a shift in the league that starts right now. We're going to look at some footage from his preseason games, and I know there's haters who are going to say preseason doesn't count, but if this is any indication of even a glimpse of what we can see in the regular season, other teams need to be scared. They say defense wins championships, so let's take a look at what he does on the defensive side of the floor and how him simply just being there scares his opponents. Okay, on this first possession, Wemby's guarding on the perimeter. Usually, if there was a 7-footer guarding on the perimeter, the player with the ball would call for an ISO. Here, they don't do that. Wemby goes over the screen and he gets crossed over. You've probably seen this clip before. We're going to go into more clips. Don't worry, stay tuned. Wemby's whole momentum is going towards the baseline. His face is facing towards the baseline. Now, the attacking player here thinks that he can dribble in for a layup. Obviously, this was a bad decision because of 2 other defenders and his teammate occupying the lane, but ignore that for a second and just look at how Wemby is able to turn around. He goes from facing the baseline to instantly turning around, moving his feet and swatting the shot away. On this next possession, Wemby's guarding at the nail. So he's in this position right here. Now he's covering this man because he covers so much space with his giant wingspan. He can slack off a little bit. The Heat are running a screen roll. So Duncan Robinson's got the ball and he's trying to hit the roll man. He's trying to hit this man here who's going to be going to the hoop. But they're worried about Wemby stepping across the lane, right? So Duncan Robinson takes his time and he's going to look to hit this player out on the 3-point line. Now, unless it's Steph Curry or Dame Lillard, you ain't got to worry about someone shooting from here. Wemby's got good fundamentals. See how he sat low in his defensive stance. He's got a foot on the 3-point line, a hand raised just in case. Is that Hayward Highsmith? In case he's feeling lucky today. Instead, he manages to move his feet. And just look at the stride length, right? Look at the length of his strides. So he manages to move his feet and block yet another shot. And this is just a taste of what's to come in the regular season. Now here, the Spurs, are they in a 1-3-1 zone with Wemby just guarding the back line? I don't know if that's by design or if a man fell asleep on defense. I need to watch the full clip. But regardless, what does he do? He's patient. Most players would leave their feet there. He stays disciplined. This was 2K, you give a little pump fake, they fly over the top of you. He stays patient. And then he's ready for when Thomas Bryant and absolutely stuffs his dunk attempts. Here we go. Wemby guarding on the perimeter once again. They go into a screen roll. And now they set a second screen, right? So it's another screen here. Wemby's player is this man right here. Look how far off he is to help on the man that's driving to the hoop. So he's deterring the pass from the driving man. So the Miami Heat player glances and he knows that this absolute alien is occupying all of this space. So this pass is not going to happen. This pass is not going to happen now because there's so many defenders. Duncan Robinson started cutting. That's really the dump-off pass you should make, a bounce pass there. Even then, you got to be worried. Or hit the shooter in the corner. But instead, he's under pressure now. He rises up for a pump fake and Wemby steals the ball. It's great hands. He's got great hands. It's not a sloppy foul there. Now, Wemby once again, guarding the back line. I ain't even got the words for that. Just any jump shot is just getting erased when you go into the paint. Now here, let's take a look. Because I like this possession. So here we have Josh Giddey with the ball. Wemby cuts off his drive. Okay, he's cut off his drive. He's got to pass to his teammate. Passes to his teammate who drives. Wemby cuts off his drive. He goes through to the baseline. Okay, and then he sees the opportunity here for the steal. Now, most players, they think that if they hit this spin move, they'll be in the clear. But not when Wemby's on the court. Then he goes behind the back. They go off in transition. In transition, coming the other way, Chet Holmgren, he's a little bit scared. He sees Wemby, and he's really supposed to take it strong and delay this pass until he's about here. He gets a little bit scared. He dumps it off to his teammate who fumbles the pass, and Wemby swats the ball away. On the defensive side of the ball, he's a monster. On the offensive side of the ball, he's a monster too. Let's take a look at some of his scoring. Look how ridiculous this is. He's on the fast break, goes for the dunk. He doesn't even need to extend his arm though. His arm is bent while he's throwing that down. That's crazy. Anyway, let's have a look at what else is going on. Okay, Can you see how his wingspan is so wide right here? He's boxing out two defenders. He's boxing out two defenders. He's obviously trying to box out Zach Collins, but he's ensuring that he can't get the rebound either. So when the ball comes up, he simply gets the board. Doesn't matter who's in front of him. You're simply just not tall enough at this point because he's got a clear line of sight to the basket and he's going to put it back in. All right, let's see what's on the next possession. Now, this is a cheat code for the Spurs. If you're the Spurs, you could think about missing your second free throw every time and getting 3 points from 2 free throws. Because if Wemby's there, this is Chet Holmgren next to him. He's almost as tall as him. He's about as tall as anyone else in the NBA who's not Wemby. Obviously, he's a lot weaker than the likes of Embiid or whatever. But just look at how Wemby just rises up and just takes the ball out of the air and puts it back in. Great touch around the basket as well. All right, now this possession. He's in the dunker spot waiting for the dump off. And he throws it down. Like most players, you're looking at this, yeah? You're thinking this is going to be a hook shot. Not Wemby. Left-handed throw down. All right, now on the perimeter. This is where we really get interested into what he's doing. On the perimeter, jab step. Goes through the legs with the right hand. A little headbutt, apparently. And he finishes strong with a little flex. Let's go back to the perimeter. Pump fake. Goes to his right. Drives to his right. Then spins. Great footwork. Just look at the footwork here. That you're going to see his pivot. This is like raw talent. Raw prospects don't have this level of footwork in an NBA game. And then look at the finish. You think when he gets to here, he's just going to shoot a floater, shoot over the top. But he readjusts in the air. Given that he sees Chet Holmgren's hands are up. Right? He sees that the defender has their hands up. So even against a tall defender, he readjusts in the air, finishes the scoop with his left hand. This is getting ridiculous now. Let's see what's next. Coming off the corner into a screen action. Well, this is just silly. This is just silly. When do you ever see a 7-footer curling off actions like this as a pick and roll ball handler? He gets to the free throw line. I don't know what Duncan Robinson's thinking. He's lost. And Wemby just rises up. Even though there's a hand right there to contest the ball, Wemby can just shoot over the top. Easy finish. Again, attacking from the perimeter. Give and go. But look where he is now. He's on the 3-point line and his hand is in the air, calling for an alley-oop at the 3-point line. And that's exactly what he receives. This is just simply not human basketball that we're seeing right now. He's bringing the ball up from the backcourt, right? Gets the screen from Cedi Osman. All right. Here. In and out. Cross. Step back. Fading. Cash. Money. This is nuts. Like, all right. Here he sets the screen. Veteran trick is once you set the screen one way, you come here and set the screen. If the player can't use it properly, you just flip the screen. Draymond Green does this all the time. There you go. He flips the screen again. Now he's on the 3-point line. Defender's worried because Wemby can shoot those a little bit. His percentages aren't great, but just know he's going to take them. Here, gets the defender's feet moving with that little jab. Drives to his left. 2 defenders on him, by the way. Turn around, rises up, knocks it down. This is prolific. Here, cutting to the hoop. Now, you'd think that a player who's 7 foot, like if this is Shaq, he's just steamrolling his way. Wemby catches one dribble into his step back. And the thing about Wemby being so tall is he can shoot the step back or any jump shot really with so much confidence because he knows no matter how high a defender jumps, they're barely going to reach his release point. And the time that it takes for them to even get there, the ball's going to be in the air already. It's just silly, right? Here we go. Wemby sets the pin down and he looks weak. He's stronger than he looks, brushes off the defender, cuts to the baseline, throws it down. Here we go. At the top. He's going to cut straight to the post. Now, everyone says, Wemby's not strong enough. He's not going to be able to post up. He don't need to. Watch this. Faces up his defender and just shoots over the top of him. Like he's not even there. Thomas Bryant is a big man. Here we go. Wemby off the inbounds play. Off the inbounds play. What are you even going to do to stop this? What can you do? Look where he's releasing the ball. I don't know why the defender is bothering to contest. This is ridiculous. He's just shooting that and he's just cashing that in. Let's see if he can hit another one. Wemby coming off the screen at the top, right? He's basically coming off a handoff, sidestepping to the left, elevating, and hitting a three. Oh, there's one more. There's one more. If the defender helps off him to take the ball off the ball handler, no chance. You've got to deny Wemby the ball, but he's so big, his teammate's going to throw it in the air. He's going to catch it anyway. It's not just his scoring that's impressive. Let's look at his passing, because his passing is also spectacular. Here he has the ball on the perimeter, spins baseline, a little cross back, drives inside. He's off balance. It looks like he's about to fall down. Look at how his body is leaning. And he still finds his teammate who knocks down the three. Okay? On the post. Now, admittedly, he should do a better job posting up against a much weaker defender, but they throw the double at him. And look at that. The defender all the way upright still can't reach the ball. And the thing about double teaming Wemby is, okay, you come to double him here. Now, most players, when you throw a second defender at them, it crowds their vision. They start to panic. They don't know what to do. Are they going to spin to the baseline? Are they going to hit a fadeaway? But Wemby's so tall that his line of sight is simply just over the help defender. So he can make easy passes like this all day long. His teammates are going to be feasting. Gets the rebound on defense, brings the ball up in transition, and a nice easy pass to my boy Jeremy. Here we go, on the post. Now, with Wemby, it's hard to tell if he's a smaller defender because everyone's smaller than him. But look how he's catching the ball and not immediately thinking about going to his move. He's playing with poise that you don't typically see from rookies. Most guys would catch the ball there. All right, I'm taller than the guy guarding me. Let me go to work. No, he's looking at what's happening. And he sees Jeremy's going to cut to the hoop. But he also has his teammate who's going to curl around here. The Spurs have got options. And Wemby is tall enough that he can see this man here. Even though there's two defenders on him, look at his eyes. He can hit anyone on the court right now. So he hits Jeremy, who's curling to the hoop. Easy finish. Now, the thing is, this defender who was on Jeremy has come to double. Foolishly. It's now going to be the job of this man to step up, and then Duncan Robinson would have to fill the dunker spot. But if that's the case, he's getting an open three. And if this man follows Jeremy in, he's getting an open three. Sensational. Now, you might be looking at it like, okay, cool, they're playing the Miami Heat. They're playing the OKC Thunder. These aren't very good opponents. Let's take a look at what he did against the Golden State Warriors, because this was also absurd. We started off with a block party in the Chase Center, right? So you start off the game with Andrew Wiggins catching the ball while Wemby is in the paint. Wemby is in the paint. Wiggins thinks it's a normal catch and shoot. And then all of a sudden, you know, like that scene in House of Dragon where the guy's chilling on his dragon flying through the air and then he sees the shadow of the monster dragon just above him. This is what you're seeing. And it's a block. So now in this possession, Wemby goes into a drop because he knows Clay's coming off the double screen to curl. And he's going to look at Andrew Wiggins over here, but also Kevon Looney cutting to the hoop. So Klay Thompson's got a choice to make. He's going to go with Looney, and it's a steal for Wembanyama. Here we go. Klay Thompson coming off another curl. Look where Wemby is. He's on the post. He's on the low post. Klay shot this shot a million times. He thinks about the pass. He knows the defender's behind him. And Wemby's foot is basically almost at the free throw line, right? And he shoots a routine three, which is blocked. And they come away. And then here's the real maturity in his game. Anyone would have gone straight up. Obviously, he wouldn't have got blocked. Might have got fouled. But this was a 2K move. He just lets the defender fly by him. He even stops for a second to look and then throws it down. Here we go. Andrew Wiggins, right? He's got him in a straitjacket. Look at how fast Wemby can move his feet. Look at how they're constantly moving. Can you see that his feet are just... Not like a big, bulky, slow 7-footer. He's constantly active on his toes. And he just stuffs him. It's a long night for Wiggins. I think he got blocked 3 times. And then he's blocked Wiggins. He's come down in transition. Caught the ball on the perimeter. And just cashed a 3. What business does he have doing that? All right, let's see what we've got here. Another block on Wiggins. See, he's jumped once. And he stays with it. Most players, once they've jumped once, they're out of possession. Wiggins is fading away. Look at Wiggins' body. He's like almost at like a 45, 30 degree angle. And Wemby still swats it. Oh, my Lord. And then, all right, so he's blocked Wiggins. The possession continues because the Warriors got the ball. He stays with Steph Curry. Steph's wise enough to throw a second fake at him. But so Steph Curry, maybe the greatest shooter we've ever seen, well, definitely the best shooter we've ever seen, one of the greatest scorers of our generation, gets him in the air with a pump fake. Gets him to bite on a second pump fake. Then rises up for what looks like an uncontested shot. Until this giant arm appears to contest it ever so slightly, forcing the miss. Grabs the board, dribbles up in transition, crosses through his legs, and then just the ability to find this pass, thread the needle between two defenders, it's just unbelievable. Like, I don't have the words for this guy. I'm going to tell you why he's actually breaking the NBA. That's off the court in a sec. But for now, just look at this. Guarded by Wiggins. Spins baseline, steps back. You're not serious. Here we go on the perimeter. Guarded by Wiggins, who, remember, was an all-star a couple seasons ago. One of the best defenders in the league. Gets him up in the air with a fake. Tries to draw the contact, but he rises up and hits the jump shot anyway. Here, most players would have demanded the ball because, you know, he's got a seal on Klay Thompson, meaning Klay Thompson's out of this possession. If that pass goes up to the top, it's an easy lay-in. But instead, he's patient. He's not rushing. He comes, faces up, drives to the baseline, gets fouled, and still puts it in. Because when he's in the air like that, it's an easy layup for him. Here we go. We got one more for you. Wemby catches the ball on the perimeter. Knows Kevon Looney's not really going to contest the three. Splash. Oh, bonus possession. Bonus possession. What can I say? I've run out of words. Over Kuminga, one of the best athletes in the NBA. So as talented as he is, what is the real reason that he's shifting the NBA's landscape? Well, let me put it simply to you. The other 29 teams are now in a race against time to win their championships before Victor Wembanyama enters his prime. Because if he's playing like this at 19 years old, when he's 27, 28, 29, as long as he's healthy, I don't think we will have ever seen anything like it. Think about when he adds more muscle mass to his body, when he improves and tightens his handle, when he has even more experience, when he has a better basketball IQ, when he has better teammates. The Spurs are going to have plenty of cap space and players are going to want to play alongside Victor Wembanyama. They've also got Devin Vassell, who's improved every season he's been in the league, who's going to improve this year because Wemby's taken all the attention from the defense. They've also got Jeremy Sohan, who's one of the best young defenders in the NBA. When they fill out this roster, in the way that San Antonio do, finding a second round pick here and a second round pick there in Argentina and in France or wherever they might find them, it's going to be scary hours. And also, the Western Conference is so competitive right now, I don't expect the Spurs to be in the playoffs. Because with Wemby, although you could try and make him carry you to a playing spot or a playoff spot, but you want to rest his body, he's still young, still getting used to the NBA life. But if they get another top pick next year, and they draft Alex Sarr, also another Frenchman. Listen, it's over. Oh, and I forgot the key point. Let me tell you about this. He's not even added his best scoring move to his game yet.
I've been working a little bit on my skyhook, Kareem skyhook, and hopefully someday it can be a weapon to add.
This is the move that had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the all-time leading scorer until LeBron replaced him. If Wemby masters this, get those stat sheets and tear them up. Get the NBA trophy, just put it in his house. But if you want to learn more about Alex Sarr, or Wemby's game, or any other player's games, I'm here all season long, breaking down games at the Hoop Genius channel. Make sure you subscribe. If you listen to podcasts, check out the Hoop Genius podcast featuring 3-time NBA champion BJ Armstrong. And over on my Twitch, I stream, and it's too much info. I'm going to keep it 100. Just subscribe to this channel. Help me reach 10K. Peace and love to all of you watching this. Get buckets.